On this episode of Uncle Stu, Let's Talk, the conversation today is how to love a black man when he doesn't feel like a man. Let a woman explain how this is accomplished. Let's talk about it.
I'm happy that you brought me onto your platform, and I was a little bit nervous because I know that this is mostly a men's channel. Or even though you have always been gracious to people that come up here, I know that your message is catered around and for men. And oftentimes I hear about like this saying in the manosphere, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? And I want to talk a little bit about the nuances of marriage as it pertains to loving someone when they're down. This is not about food and cleaning house. This is about making my husband, making your spouse still feel special when he's, I'm just going to curse, but when, when he probably feels less than, like his arm, he could barely put his shirt on. He could barely, and so you talking about like, there's times where people talk about like, what happens if you can't have sex? Like, who's thinking about that right now? But still, I want him to feel special. And so what do I do? How do I conduct myself as a wife when my man can't even barely put his shirt on or write his name or button his own shirt? How do I still make him feel loved, sexy, or if that's a men feel that way, I don't know if that's the right word, but
Right.
how do I still make him feel like the man in here? When I go to bed and I'd lie down, I would say, I'm so glad. Wait, hold on.
It's all right. If you need to turn the camera off,
I'm good.
because
I'm gonna make it through. I'm gonna make it through because I want people to know.
I want to say, I need you to say it because I'm going to tell you something. I have certain powerful men in here, and I have certain men that I just watched over this chat line. And that's the type of woman they've been looking for. When we say what you bring to the table, we ain't 20 years old. What you're about to reveal is what a lot of women need to hear, because we can cook for ourselves. It is the strength that you bring when we are down. It is the woman that's not going to tear us down when we are down. Do you understand? We need that word that says, baby, I got you at all times. Because what you're hearing in the manosphere is men whose wives walked away when they was down. Do you understand? I got the official urban therapist to come on my platform. I don't have the numbers D got. I got Ace in this chat. I don't have the numbers that this man be rolling around with. I got JB. I don't have it. I'm just one man. And Candidate, you are getting ready to teach these women what it means to be a woman. So when they're running around twerking on platforms, when they're running around talking about, oh, I want a Birkin bag. No, they need to hear from the Candid Ann that says, girl, sit your ass down and learn how to be a woman, because that very man that might have that 6 figures today might not have it tomorrow. Can you be the woman that can keep this man up when he doesn't feel like being a man?
Yeah. And
if you got to cry and put the cover on, fine. Let these women know that you're sick and tired of both conversations, because these men, these powerful men that's in the chat, that's what they're waiting to hear, so that they can go back and tell everybody, thank you, urban therapist, where you at? Facts. Speak your truth, because here's the reality. Yes, my platform is to raise the awareness of men. Yes, it is empower men. Yes, it is to develop men. But I also say my platform is to get women to understand and learn how to love the man they're with. And some of these foolish women is running around worrying about material things and worrying about all the foolish things, when all these black men is looking for is their rib, their strength. Who is going to be there when he is down? Who can he lay on when no one is able to tell him he's a man? Because society has already told us we ain't shit as a man. Society told us we ain't shit as a black man. Society is trying to kill us. Not only the white man, the white woman, and the black woman is trying to kill us. And then they get online, they keep on telling us that we ain't shit. We ain't nothing. Even if we get our bags up, we still broke, busted, disgusted. They get online constantly telling us that. But we never hear from the black woman that says, my brother, when you are down, I am here for you. Mm-hmm. So Candid, they're not coming after you. They're not talking about women like you. They are talking about these foolish ass women that's online with these big ass platforms talking about we don't see any good men. God dog, I got a 26-year-old engineer on this chat line. I got a black man that has an international business on this chat line. I got a damn multi-millionaire on this chat line. And these damn women gonna tell me ain't no black men that's good. Mm-hmm. Then they want to know why these black men running overseas and why they sitting around here trying to get out of America. I've been overseas. So Candid, you right now is representing the black woman these men are looking for. They just got finished roasting a black woman who sat up there talking about being some damn byproduct. But you are the very one and the essence of what a black woman that these men are looking for. So my sister, don't listen to the echo chamber. You're listening to the wrong thing. Mm-hmm. So I salute you as a woman, your strength, your love. You just ministered to women to say, my man did not feel like a man, but I had to make him feel like a man because he was down. I love you.
Thank you, Uncle Stu. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And it matters. What you say matters. But I want to let people know that I'm not perfect, but I do try to be. I'm in love. And I care. I genuinely care about my husband. And so what I was going to say was, when you love someone, you take time to consider your words and lift someone up without necessarily saying, I'm here to lift you up. And so in knowing that the function of his right hand was weakened, knowing that he was dropping plates all over the house because he couldn't hold a dish properly or hold his glass properly, knowing that he felt exhausted trying to do these normal things that he did just last week. I remember going to bed the same way. Nothing changed, right? Didn't change anything. Going to bed, backing it up a little bit, backing it on up a little bit and telling him, it feels so good to have your arms wrapped around me right now. And I said those words in particular about his arms wrapped around me because I knew that his arm was down. I knew that it was not as functional as it was just last week or just a few days ago. But I wanted him to know that there was still so much value that I felt just having his arms wrapped around me. And give a fuck if they worked well or not. They were wrapped around me. And I have a hard time always saying that because you really have to understand the nuances of a relationship, of love, of being respectful. Keep in mind, when I'm at the hospital, I could call a neurologist. I can call down, get you a CT scan, an MRI. Like, I have everything available to me. I can call and get anything that I want. In this house, I have nothing. It's just him and I. I can't call anyone. It's just him and I. And so, you know, I don't think that I'm an anomaly. There are women out here that love you, Black men. I just think we are not as represented on YouTube because we're living our normal lives. And me being candid and me being the person that I am, I'm out here willing to open up my voice and share a little bit of my life with you guys. Most women are just doing their day-to-day thing. And I really truly believe that I'm not an anomaly. There are more women. I don't want men to feel like there's no good women around. We're here. I just think that we're probably not as represented on YouTube. And so that's a small little snippet. I could go on, as you can imagine, about how you speak to your spouse. Things such as, I didn't care about the dishes. I'd never yell at him about cleaning up the dishes or you broke the dishes again. No, keep breaking them. I don't care. I just want you to practice. Break them. I don't give a shit. Break them. Just keep practicing. I don't want him to feel like he was screwing anything up. So I just, after they were mostly broken, I bought a new set, you know, just because I didn't want him to have any kind of insecurity or frustration. There's a lot of little things that we talk like. I just want to know. I want men to know. There I go stuttering.
It's
I
okay.
just want men to know that you are loved. I'm not an anomaly, you know. And if I can somehow contribute my voice in whatever little way possible to be seen as a Black woman that's here, letting you guys know that you are well loved. We know